Hi everyone, it's Kelsey. Today I'm going to be talking about steps to take to become a professional dancer. Just like I talked about in the last video that I made, I said I would do this. So first off, keep in mind that I am not a professional dancer, so obviously I'm not the expert on this because I have not yet reached the success, like the dream that I'm working towards. So I'm just in the process of training. I'm not actually a professional, so I'm not the expert. I am not the, this is what you need to do or else it will not happen. Okay, so with that little disclaimer, I will start my tips that, I thought would be good to tell you all. So first you need to determine if ballet is really the route that you want to go with your life. You need to decide if you are willing to give up pretty much all of your time, adjust your life completely, and wow, this is sounding so intense, but it's true. You really need to be willing to basically give up your life to ballet, which isn't a loss. If this is what you really want to do, then that'll be what makes you happy and you're going to be doing it all the time. So work it out with your parents because of course their opinion is the most important, their support is the most important, and they need to be behind you in your decision. So once you have that all out of the way and decided, are you willing and able to give up your time, and you're going to need to adjust your schooling because once training becomes more intense, you're going to need to probably be training most of the day, and basically most of us have to become homeschooled. So that's another thing that you're going to have to talk about with your parents if at the moment or especially in the future they're willing for you to be homeschooled or to help you out, or most programs allow the student to do it by themselves. Also ask your teachers or just trusted opinions that have expertise in ballet if they think it is possible for you in the future to become a professional dancer, because you don't want to go into it blindly like, oh, I just want to dance and that's all that matters. While that matters a lot, in the end you're going to be in a very competitive field that really only takes the elite few, and it's really sad to say, but that's very, very important. So you need to evaluate your natural abilities. I am absolutely the last thing from being perfect, but that just goes to show that you can make it work. You can work with what you have, but in the end you kind of have to have something that you're able to work with. So talk to a trusted ballet expert's opinion about if they think that you can in the future become a professional dancer. Now on to the real training and classes aspect of it. Start taking as many classes as you can, and even just upping your class amount by a class or two and working a little harder will already help you make the decision. You'll get a taste for how it is to work harder at ballet, see if this is really what you enjoy doing. So build up your class amounts until it's the maximum you could do, and you could also look into private lessons with the best teachers that are available in your area, and just that'll help you grow. It'll make stepping stones until you get to bigger things like summer intensive. Take the steps that you need to take with your classes at home. Get as much training there as possible, go to summer intensives, evaluate how you're doing with your classmates whenever you go to bigger summer intensives, and that'll help you stay on track, because whenever you're at a smaller studio, especially if it's really small and you seem to be just the best there, then you might get a little off track about where you really need to be in your training. So summer intensives are a very helpful tool and for you to evaluate how you're doing. If you start going to summer intensives for a while and you're doing the maximum that you can at your home studio, it's probably coming soon to the time that you need to move on, go to a professional training school where you will be doing ballet pretty much full time. And the age and the time that you need to go is very different for every single dancer. You might see girls that are like, oh man, they're 15 and already moving away from home and they're the only ones that can be successful. That is absolutely not true. That's what I used to have in my head, and it was very discouraging. But it really is not true. It is different for everyone. I'm a senior in high school. I came to the school I'm at 17 and now I'm 18. That really seems like the end of my training, and I'm just now going into a year of professional training. That seems weird, but now that I think of it, I think it was absolutely the right thing to do for me. Academics are important for me, and I think I would have lagged way too far behind if I went in my junior or sophomore year. And I think this is really giving me the training I need now, and I might not have been ready earlier in my life. So I don't think that you absolutely need to go to a professional school at 15 years old. It could be later in your life and you're still not going to be so behind. It's okay. So the time that you need to move to a training school is different for everyone. I'm not going to tell you a specific age. You really need to discuss that with your teachers, your parents, and evaluate yourself and when you think you need to go. So once you've evaluated that, it's time to actually go to the school. Like I said, a summer course is a very helpful tool to go to, like audition for a school and maybe hopefully get in there, and that can be a helpful stepping stone. But this is a really hard subject, and it's a very wide subject, and I'm going to make a separate video on it, like how to get into a professional school and how to choose one and all that stuff. So I'm going to make a separate video for that. And you're going to need to consult with your teachers at this new school, and I'm sure that they'll help you figure out what companies are best for you to audition for, because it's not always good to audition everywhere. I've been told this. And just be told no. Being told no all the time isn't really helpful. So having your teachers help you kind of narrow down where they think you would be good at is a lot better of a choice, because you could focus your energy into those couple choices and really try to be what they're looking for. And then, of course, just go out, audition for companies, and hopefully you'll make it in. I think that's all the advice I have. I feel like this video was super rambly and it was really hard for me to keep on track. I hope I kind of did a good job. So I'm sorry if I didn't answer all of your questions, but I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching. Bye!